Yo, 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 what is going on, everyone? Hope you all are doing well. Today, we are going to talk about Velo and a lot of coins as a whole as I talk about alt season here, which we are on the verge of. Now, I'd like to get into things on the charts here and just say that Bitcoin dominance has never been this close to falling off a cliff, in my opinion. Keep in mind, nothing I say is financial advice and should not be treated as investment advice. This is just my opinion, but I do think Bitcoin dominance is due for a large drop in the coming, days, weeks, and months. And when that drop happens, I think many of us holding altcoins are going to be very happy, ladies and gentlemen. So just keep that in mind. There's a lot of people on X talking a lot of nonsense, and there's a lot of people who don't even look at charts that like to talk trash about price action when they have no idea what is coming. So just keep that in mind. Be picky about who you can trust, because there's many people who are well informed and there's a lot who are quite honestly not informed at all. And that goes for sometimes even the technical side, looking at charts, and the fundamental side. So just keep that in mind. You see people saying, oh, Velo, they're a scam. Someone said to me one time in my replies, Velo is a scam. And I feel like this is just so not even thought out. Like they could have thought of something so much more, real to say, but this is just, not only is it not true, it's just a blatant lie. You see what I'm saying? So just be careful who you listen to and what you are doing, because there are some companies that are just truly, they are so good, like Velo, and the charts are so good. So just keep that in mind. People will love to cry and do all the complaining, but nobody will put in the work when price is down. So just listen to the people who do, because it's not everyone. For example, with Velo, we simply just within the last few weeks made a high above this candlestick. So why is everyone, at least 2 days ago, everyone after the AMA was complaining? It's just truly very mind-blowing and very silly, and I don't like to see it. If you hold the token, why be negative? Be positive. If you see negative stuff, then yes, don't be blind to it, but you don't have to be negative, especially publicly. It's not a good look for the image of the token and for potential investors. Would you rather invest in something if you see someone talk good about it, or if you see someone talk bad about it? And keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I paid or anything like that to promote Velo. I simply just like the token and think it's one that's going to do very well. So I'm trying to do my part to help put people on. And I also do think XRP is going to continue to take off here. Very, very interesting chart and some very interesting comparisons to 2017. I'm also very bullish on XCH in the next few months here. And of course, XLM, SHX, a lot of other ones as well. It's exciting times though. I see people acting like it is over already, and this is just simply not true, guys. I am trying to come on here today with this quicker update to just keep in mind that this is not over, and this is very, very much just the beginning. So just keep that in mind. Don't be looking to offload your bags completely, because we are in our first dip of one of the best times ever. Okay. From the AMA that we had on the 16th, Crypto Habibi 7 on X had a beautiful update and a recap of the AMA. And he said, for those complaining, which many people were complaining after the fact, you are missing the bigger picture. This was a great move for Velo, because Beam is the one who participated in the AMA on behalf of Velo. Beam is actively engaging with the crypto community and starting to make his presence known. And that's exactly why his X account was only created recently. And that's, that makes great sense. And hearing directly from the man himself carries much more impact than reading the posts. And Beam delivered a solid message and left a clear impression about the exciting direction Velo is heading. And this was true not only in the AMA on the 16th, but the AMA today that was this morning for me. And like Crypto Habibi said, with reference to price having a pullback, it's nothing to do with the AMA. And if you guys didn't know this, just because there is a pullback and there's some sort of maybe event or news going on, it does not mean it is due or it is because of it, okay? It is just what happened. On the topic of what happened in the AMA, here's the detailed breakdown. Beam stepping into the spotlight with his X account and signaling, a strategic shift towards greater community engagement. Hearing directly from the co-founder reinforces transparency and builds trust, which like Crypto Habibi was talking about earlier on. And the AMA set the tone for clear communication and progress-driven updates, reassuring Valorians of Velo's future, which was my favorite part, that they're just getting out there, guys. Like, this is good to see for marketing. Yes, the price action is not doing good because of an AMA, but we get to find out stuff about the project and hear more about the project on a more active basis, which I think is what everyone will like. Some key alpha and milestones revealed. We did already know some of this stuff. Here at the Deeper Dive, we like to stay 20 steps ahead. So of course, Velo is removing the middleman problem and they have expansive reach. Velo is working with 200 financial services and holds over 20 operational licenses. I think this includes their slew of sister companies, so Velo, Lightnet, EveryNet. But I would love if an AMA did happen and I was able to host it, I would love to be able to ask Beam directly about some of these discrepancies between if it is Velo, Lightnet, EveryNet, how exactly he likes to determine how different they are. So those are some things to think about. QR code Visa solution, a game changer for Southeast Asia. Velo's Visa integrated QR code solution serves over 100 million users, which that was crazy news. If you watched my live stream when I spoke about the AMA, you heard me say, I was like, no way, they just said 100 million users, because that was crazy to see. We also had a little bit about the Laos Gold partnership. This was one of my favorite parts right there. He said Velo is the bridge between all great world-class tech and a real-world adoption. And he said that Velo will be the next generation clearinghouse. I also heard him say how it will be the one that is the financial sort of highway. So that was a great way to put it. And I really liked hearing in this AMA what Beam had to say, not only on the 16th, but on the one today on the 18th. In my opinion, both of these AMAs were great for not only bringing in more people to the ecosystem, which is good for us in the community, but as well as spreading awareness, maybe even on that institutional side. You guys have to remember, really big people look to these large X news accounts and the large YouTubers. So having someone so integral at Velo go and talk to people on these YouTube videos and on these podcasts on X that are very, very public, it brings a lot more eyes to the scene. And thank you, Crypto Habibi, for this detailed recap of the AMA on the 16th. I also wanted to share from the update today. Beam said, Velo is at the intersection where we are about to scale really fast. And this made me very bullish. It's just so nice to see him say stuff like this. I'm excited to see them scale really fast and whatever news might come along with that. I also posted this. This is an old post on X from Velo. And I'll just leave this here. I was tired of hearing people say Velo Labs is dumping on us. Fear not. Here is the post. We don't need to sell tokens to fund the project, and it's actually detrimental to the ecosystem operation if we did. Check out the Web3 Plus paper on our website, specifically from page 11 to get a better understanding. If anything, they will be buying them from the market. So if you're new here, Velo publicly stated they will be buying from the market, if anything, not selling. So just keep that in mind. They have all the money they need to fund the project. They don't need to sell tokens for that. And I think it's good for new investors to see that level of reassurance. So just keep that in mind. Overall, they will be buying, not selling. I hope you guys were able to take something from this. I know I did a little bit of rambling in the beginning, but I want everyone to remain level-headed for the current time period that we are in. I think it's detrimental to understand where you are at, so just keep that in mind. The AMAs were both really good. There was no official big news, but as I have continued to say, I do think big news is just around the corner. 2025 will probably be the marker for all that news, especially considering, these big governments and these agencies within governments, they don't like to do stuff on a day within a month. They prefer that yearly annual time period. So I think a lot of change will happen going into 2025. Drop a comment down below if you have any thoughts on the AMA, any comments that I made, if you have any thoughts on this post, or even the one about Velo Labs saying that they will be buying from the market. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Like I said, drop a like, smash the subscribe, comment down below. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Peace out.